Welcome to Peden Stadium, Athens, Ohio, home to the Bobcats of Ohio U. We're looking forward to a full house and a terrific game in this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here. You know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio Bobcats offense takes the field. And here comes the big fella, a staple of this aerial attack, Jesse.
And he's a guy they can line up all over the field, David. There's matchups out there waiting to be taken advantage of.
Yeah, and it's so nice to be able to do that. It makes it easy to play quarterback when you can feature a guy like this that's fast, big, and strong.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. To the air, it's Woollyhan. A little screen to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll be smacked to the ground. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pass intercepted. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense, because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Line gets set, 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They're trying to get to it. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive.
West Virginia, 7, Ohio, 0.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer,
and the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Looking to throw, it's Woollyhan. Trying to get to... They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
The returner is brought down at the 36, and the West Virginia offense will take
West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive.
And the pass is intercepted. And they'll... For a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Touchdown, Ohio! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him.
Snatches it on the right. Afterburner's coming. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, West Virginia.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
The Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. East Carolina opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Those always sting a little bit. When you get so close to getting the QB to the ground, creating a negative play, and then all of a sudden he turns it into something positive, just really annoying as a defensive guy.
Looking downfield, it's Woolyhan. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. The Bobcats will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bobcats are rolling down the field. The aerial assault continues. Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
West Virginia, 23.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. To the 10. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Here's the handoff. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Working on the right. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Ready to try the point after.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And here comes the offense on second down. On the run, it's Duggan. Nice move to keep running. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
But with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Offense gets set for second down. Dropping back, it's Willihan. Keeps the play going. He lobs one high down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Great job by the QB just avoiding a negative play. I know you don't come away with a big completion, but he should have got sacked. I don't know how he was able to get out of that. Great individual effort.
And he's running in the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this guy has shown up time and time again for his football team. Top 10 statistically in passing yardage this year, but it's been in big games, in big moments where he's really shined. And that's why this guy is in contention to win the Heisman Trophy.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole game, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Trying to get rid of it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. He caught it. Bringing the heat. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put some... Pulls it in on the right. He's loose down the middle. He's at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Willihan. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They keep attacking through the air. It's It's complete on the right side. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the quick game. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason.
Touchdown, Bobcats. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create in some.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and... Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Willihan. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bobcats looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Looking to go up top on first down.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to pass on second down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on first down. Gonna let it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Athens, Ohio for an entertaining first half than you? Here's a quick recap. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to our men at Peden Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bobcats will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. Makes the grab on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. And the Mountaineers are threatening in the red zone. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Immediately fires to the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And they'll try to tack on 2. Remember this one simple precept, and your time with me will not have been ill spent. The tight end is always open.
They think that too. They think they're always open. Throw me the football, but especially in the red zone. This is where you see most tight ends do most of their damage. Big body guys, QB find him, hit him, touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is... And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. It'll be a draw. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Into the spin cycle and forward. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the tailback. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quick catch on 3rd down. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Dropping back, it's Willihan. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. It's a draw. Hard running there. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. The Bobcats will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a 4th and 2. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the 1st down. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. And how about the timing on that pitch? The Mountaineers come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Looking for room at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He steps and powers in.
By the running back.
They finally get him down at the 2.
think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Let's it fly. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but...
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because...
Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around.
Nothing but green ahead. Bulldozes his way through. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio! In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this week.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going, and maybe you can build it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Paul. They've done what they want in the 1st half and starting off the 2nd half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Mountaineers. And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. Dropping back, it's Willihan. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And it's incomplete. He was wild, high and wide on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've...
Got a lot of running room. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And this is exactly where you're going to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
On the option. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
He fires a bullet to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. The Bobcats will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. That one comes out hot down the right side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
And this will be caught at the 30. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pop.